Today I'm making abom. Abom is a stew in Ghana. Anytime someone mentions abom, all that comes in mind is asanka with stew inside, or stew made in asanka. That's the earthenware. We have so many types of abom. We have contemporary abom, we have GardenEggs Abomu, we have tomato abom, we even have groundnut paste abom. Today we are making GardenEggs Abomu. If you are new, thanks for joining, and to my old golden members, you are welcome. First of all, I'll put my saucepan with water on fire because I'll be putting my garden eggs inside. So before working on my garden eggs, I proceed to work on the plantains because I'll be putting the plantains on fire. Immediately the garden eggs are ready. Sometimes some plantains are difficult to peel because the skin attaches to the food. It depends on the season. Today's plantain is that way, but we'll manage it. So after working with my plantains, I go ahead to work on my garden eggs. And I'm doing this because sometimes there are maggots in the garden eggs. After everything, I wash all my ingredients and put my garden eggs on fire. After working on my garden eggs, I proceed to work on my ginger, garlic, onion, pepper. I told you guys that I don't know how to work without ginger and garlic. It's basically the base for almost everything that I do. So I prep all my ingredients, wash them beautifully, and put only the garden eggs in the water to allow it to boil. After the garden eggs have finished boiling, I put my plantains also on. Whilst the garden eggs is boiling, I come and grind my ingredients. First of all, I grind my pepper. I begin with the pepper so that I can crush most of the seed. After, I add my ginger, crush it in as well, add my garlic, and also crush it. I use 3 garlic for this recipe because I love garlic. After making my pepper and ginger and garlic smooth, I slice my onion and crush it as well. The ingredients for making this recipe is very minimal, as I always say. The number of people consuming it determine the ingredients you use, because this stew is tasty and a little goes a long way. After grinding all my ingredients, I then add my groundnut paste. Guys, this is a game changer. Peanut butter takes this to another level. I make sure I incorporate the peanut butter in there and then put my tomato on fire. At this moment, my garden eggs were not cooked, but I put it down to roast my tomato. So I proceed to char my tomato to the desirable softness. I allow it to cook inside as well. And guys, doing this is very key. Most of the time, stew prepared in Asanka, we mostly char the tomatoes. Africans, we use coal pot to char our tomatoes. Sometimes some people use gas. After charring the tomato, I proceed to grind my tomato into my sauce, my already grinded sauce with peanut butter. So I blend it smoothly inside and then add my garden eggs. My garden eggs are cooked. A lot of people remove the back of garden eggs when grinding. I used to do that when we were growing up. We used to remove the skin of garden eggs. I don't do that now because the skin is also healthy. I grind it into the paste and make sure that it is very smooth, a little bit smooth and a little bit rough, because we want to get that chewiness of the garden eggs in there. So I set it aside and then proceed to work on my oil. And for my oil, we roast stinky fish in the oil to elevate the flavor of the oil. So I roast my momoni inside my oil and then add my sliced onion and then allow it to caramelize and then proceed to add it to my GardenEggs Abomu. As you can see, I'm all done. So I stir my oil and then flavor my abomu with the oil, and this makes the stew hot. I prefer to rather sprinkle the oil on the abomu rather than putting the stew back in the oil on fire. I don't want that one. It's abomu and we are doing everything on the floor. So this is what I am doing, because after everything we eat immediately. So I garnish my food. I put my egg, I put my pear, I put my plantains, and I slice my onions and drizzle more oil on top. And guys, this stew is very delicious. Any stew in Ghana prepared in Asanka is very delicious, and this is how juicy our GardenEggs Abomu looks like. Most people consume it with yam, but I am consuming it with plantain. You can't go wrong with some plantains. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and until next time, stay blessed.